Hi, my loves. Welcome to your Virgo season pick a card reading. We're going to tap into some guidance for the upcoming zodiac season. So go ahead, choose your pile 1, 2, 3, or 4. So for number 1, we have this like broken heart charm. All right. For those of you that chose number 2, we have these grapes here. All right. For those of you that chose number 3, we have the butterfly. And for those of you that chose number 4, you have the glass of red wine. All right. So we're going to go ahead and tap in. Check out the description below for the timestamp so you can just go ahead and jump right into your reading. Let's go. Hey, for those of you that chose pile number 1 and this little broken heart charm, okay, look, what y'all got going on? We're going to go ahead and tap right into it. So what I'm picking up basically from this is some of you are healing, all right? You might be healing a broken heart right now. And it doesn't have to just be over a romantic situation. For some of you, I get that someone passed away, or you could be missing someone that has passed away. Whether this was recently or even a long time ago. Yeah, I heard it's a wound that has never fully healed. I'm getting for some of you, you've lost a parent, which, you know, at a young age, I heard 7. That's a very heavy wound to carry, you know, throughout your life. And it's understandable feeling like there's always going to be that missing piece because that person is no longer here. But I always like to, you know, just gently remind you that your spirits, they be close to you. Sometimes we just gotta, you know, make a little more intentional connection with them. But we're going to see what else is coming up in this reading for you, pile number 1, but there does seem to be an emphasis on healing for you here during this Virgo season. So your archetype that's coming out, ooh, I love this, is the gem, okay? So I just heard rejection. So that's what this broken heart is about. For some of you, someone, look, you are so slept on is something that I'm picking up on, okay? Somebody could have slept on you majorly, and now they're starting to see like, whoa, you know, what was I missing out on? But I don't even think this is so much about the other person. I think it's about you. There was a situation that you went through where you did feel the sting of rejection. I heard discard, okay, like someone just kind of like tossing you aside like you're a piece of trash or something. But little did they know, like, the gem that you truly are. And this is something that you've come to recognize within yourself, pile number 1, that you know, you are someone that is multifaceted, multi-talented, multi-dimensional. There's something that's just very different about you. I'm getting strong mutable placements. So that could be Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, Gemini, maybe like in your big 3, okay? But I get that you have like a very colorful personality here as well. Maybe some of you actually wear a lot of color when it comes to your wardrobe, or at least you're being encouraged to, because this is also going to be something that really helps you tap into these different facets of your personality. Ooh, yes, using color therapy, okay? So I would definitely encourage you to take a further look into color therapy, how you can work with that. Of course, as mentioned, you can like incorporate these colors into your wardrobe, into your makeup, look, your nails, your interior decor, like all the things. So ironically, I'm going to be choosing from the chakra reading cards today. So we'll get like a specific color that you might want to work with here during Virgo season. So I do want to read the description from this book. I like how in depth they go. So the gem is also associated with the diamond, the gold, the inner treasure. There are infinite names for the gem. It is also known as the jewel, the star, the talent, the gift, the gold. One thing for certain is that it is found deep within a substance that is very much unlike it. For example, a diamond in the rough. The gem always stands in contrast to its surroundings. You can't find it when you are among comforts and pleasantries. Precious stones develop slowly deep in the earth amid pressure and darkness. Discovering the gem requires a descent beneath the surface where there is no definitive map. Yet, the longing to touch the true gem within us is so strong that we cannot help but seek out its radiance. Your gem, like your destiny, is unlike any other in the entire world. Keep digging. So that is what the situation, some of you are going through it right now. You're going through this heartbreak right now. And you're in the process of the digging, right? And coming to know yourself as the gem that you are. I just heard parental discardation. Is that a thing? So I don't know. Some of you, a parent could have like abandoned you, rejected you in some way. I heard coming out, yeah, with the rainbow colors. Somebody could have came out or something like that, and your parent was, yeah, an ass about that. Sorry if that has been your experience. So just to cover the light and the shadow side of the gem, you know, these cards are very well rounded. These archetypes are very well rounded. So when in the light, the gem is unique, it shines, it's generative and irreplaceable. But when in the dark, in that shadowy nature, the gem is envious, greedy, and it grasps, okay? So that could even describe the nature of someone you've dealt with, okay? Or even an energy within yourself that you need to be more mindful of here too. You know, there could be an element of projecting going on where, you know, maybe you see, I just heard left behind. Okay. So you might see someone that you know or close to at some point, can be any kind of relationship. They've like gone through a glow up or something like that. And you might be feeling left behind and kind of like projecting these feelings of envy, or even, kind of where you want to keep this person to yourself. So there could be something very triggering about someone you know that's like stepping into the spotlight a bit more. And it could be triggering some uncomfortable emotions within you, some fears within you, like, oh my gosh, am I going to lose this person because they're just going to become so great? And then they think that I'm not that great, and then they don't want to be with me anymore. And, you know, those things. But this, you know, you need to reel it in, baby. Okay, reel it in. This is internal work that we're doing here. This person is reflecting back to you what you have in you. You too are a gem. There is a gem inside of you. That person, they've recognized the gem within them. That's why they're doing what they need to do. That's why they're shining bright like a motherfucking diamond, okay? You are being invited to shine bright like a diamond too. It may be like in a different way though, you know? Be mindful of comparing yourself or trying to live out somebody else's destiny. As I said here, your gem, like your destiny, is unlike any other in the entire world. Your destiny will not be like someone that, you know, maybe you feel like, oh man, they done bossed up in life. And I'm not trying to even like minimize your feelings, because I do feel like there is a genuine sense of feeling like discarded and feeling left behind. And that's like a very valid feeling, you know, if there's distance between you and this person. But this is even the time and space that you need to go within and, you know, find the gem. It's there. We all have it. Okay. So let's see here. The moments of your life that glimmer are cues to where the gem resides. Don't covet the sparkling diamond of another. The gem is like a fingerprint, never to be repeated again. Find yours. So look, the book just said what the fuck I just said, y'all. So I'm gonna give it to y'all as gentle as I can because I love you. All right. But like I said, don't be over there comparing yourself to somebody. Oh, I wish I had oh man, they just got the perfect life, and I wish I could swap places with. You better stop. Why? You yourself, you're meant to live out a beautiful, great life. It's like supposed to be just amazing in its own right, and you're too worried about somebody else's. Basically, I'm sorry. Don't shoot the messenger. The book said it too. Okay, the book said it too, right? In mythology, the diamond is often linked to the daemon or inner light that leads us towards our true self, our purpose, our destiny. Okay, so you know someone that's operating in their destiny. That's what they're doing. That's all they're doing. They're operating from their authentic self. So that might be the advice here is, yo, your authentic self. Bring it out. Who is it? Maybe the world hasn't really had a chance to meet the authentic you quite yet. But they going to, okay? They finna get ready, baby. You might need to heal some stuff. Okay. So there could be some childhood things, wounding going on here, like you were made fun of, teased, bullied when you were younger. So you try very hard now to fit in, to not stand out. You got to stop that. This person that you're seeing doing their thing, they don't concern themselves with shit like that. You got to think like that person thinks. There's a mindset shift that is needing to take place for you. And if anything, if you're going to kind of compare yourself to this other person, don't let it be like, oh, what exactly they're doing and how their destined path is unfolding. Tap into their mindset, okay? And I'm telling you, they got a I don't give a fuck mindset about what people think about them. And the more you get into that space, man, you're like truly unstoppable. It makes you brighter too, because you're honoring yourself. You're honoring your true self. Some of you, you bring dishonor to yourself by living a false life, a false version of who you are, watered down version, muted version. Don't dishonor yourself now. You out here maybe, I don't know, worried about, I don't want to dishonor my parents. I don't want to dishonor my, I'm getting like a spiritual community, a church or something like that, I don't want to dishonor, my supervisor. And it's just like, honor yourself. You're not even like treating yourself like a gem. A gem is precious. And you kind of treating it like everybody else. Not to say they're not a gem in their own right, but it's kind of like you're way too worried about other people. It's a lot of your energy that's going like outside and needs to go within. That's why you also are deck number 1. 1 is the self. There's something that you're meant to do by yourself. Some of you might have a tendency to be a little bit, I don't want to use that word because actually they've been saying that word is used incorrectly, codependent, but at least how people have been using it within like the spiritual spaces and whatnot. So I like to tread lightly when using words that a therapist would use or some sort of professional, right? Licensed mental health professional. I'm not one of those, but nonetheless, okay, I am kind of picking up on that people pleasing. Okay, we can even say that there's a lot of that going on because you're living your life how other people expect you to. This is also what's probably making you sad and causing this heartbreak and this sense of something being incomplete, something being missing. It's you. You are the missing piece. Okay, it's you. It's you. You might be looking for someone else outside of you. Like, is it you? Like, are you the missing piece to my life? Okay, we have hydrate. I always love when this card comes out. It's just such simple advice. Hydrate. Drink some water. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and drink some of my tea. Shout out to my friend for buying me this cup. It's so cute for my birthday. It says, my crystal ball says, you're full of shit. Yes, I love it. But yes, hydrate. What else we got? Ooh, intention. Okay. So being more intentional, maybe setting some intentions here this Virgo season with the new moon in Virgo. We've got a full moon lunar eclipse coming up in Pisces as well. So I would definitely say with the new moon in Virgo, set some intentions with that. Maybe to heal the part of you that fears being different, fears being rejected, fears being outcast, abandoned for being your true self. That's what you need to set your intentions towards. We have positive minded people too, right? Some of you are around people, as this was saying, like the gym is like in the midst of people that they're not really tapped in with their gym either. Okay. You need to be around people that are, though. And while you might be feeling triggered by, I mentioned there's somebody in your life, and I don't get that y'all are even that close, oddly enough. Maybe y'all used to be, but there's somebody that is definitely shining like the gym, and it might be triggering to you. And it's not even always about like, fuck that bitch, like she don't deserve that, like she ain't shit, da 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 da. Like sometimes it's really more from that, like that inner child, that wound, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get left behind, like that's my friend and I don't want to, like, it's like it could be that type of feeling. But you need to kind of talk yourself through that. I feel like that's why there's a woman and a child here. So it's kind of like you talking to your inner child, talking her down, talking him down, talking them down. Like, all right, baby. Like, you know, just like kids do think the worst, and they tend to catastrophize things. Like, you know, oh my gosh, my best friend is moving to a new school system, so that means we'll never be friends again. I'll never see them, and that's not necessarily what that means. Okay, you know, maybe they're just moving to a city right over, so they'll still hang out. Maybe just not as much, right? So I get an element of like catastrophizing something. I hope I'm saying that right because it sounds kind of crazy. But yeah, don't do that. Also, you actually want to put yourself in the position to be around people that are shining, that are in their authentic truth, that are living out their purpose. This can rub off on you in a positive way too if you let it. That's why you need to drink more water, because you hanging around these people, it is naturally going to trigger your own wounding around being seen. And it might put you in that space where you get a little funny with it. You could go into that space, as mentioning, where you're being envious, you know, being a little jealous there, competitive with someone. It could put you in that space of wanting to like control someone, wanting to like keep them to yourself type of thing, very possessive. You don't want to do that, all right? And it's okay. We've all done it. I've been that friend before too. I have, right? Where it's like, whoa, this person, they're really triggering me because they're kind of the shit. And I don't really believe that I'm the shit. I'm not in that space yet. So it can be very triggering. But you have your friendly card reader here to remind you of, or give you some clarity about what's really going on there. Because your ego might be interpreting it as in a really negative way that creates more conflict in your life than is necessary. And then it almost kind of like sabotages these connections with the positive minded people because your unhealed like inner child is seeing things from a distorted perception. So when you feel triggered by these people, like literally in that moment, you might just want to drink some water. Like, oh, let me get some water, okay? We got some stuff coming up here. But seriously, drinking water, it detoxifies your body. It clears all of that stuff out, okay? So Virgo season is also a really good time to detox. That might be something that you look into. I heard a detoxification bath, but this could also be like parasite cleanses. Ooh, that could be a parasite. Oh. Okay, a little deeper than I thought it would. Okay, so this envy, this greed, especially greed too. So for some of you, you might have like an insatiable appetite. You are always hungry. And it ain't even got to do nothing with no size either. I am not judging. You might be skinny as a beanpole. You might be like me. But you are always hungry. I used to be this way, not anymore. And I do feel like it's because a lot of the energy work, healing work that I've done throughout the years. But I used to have an insatiable appetite. Now I feel nourished and full and stuff when I eat. So, but some of y'all out there, y'all might be experiencing that. Were you high key greedy? Okay, look, I used to be greedy, very greedy. Can still be sometimes. But what that greed is on a physical level is actually something on a spiritual, energetic level that's going on there. Okay. And literally a physical level too. Like I said, for some of you, it might be parasites. Like you actually need to do a parasite cleanse. Okay. That might clear some stuff out for you too. You might start thinking just a lot more clearly. You might, not even might, you're going to think a lot more clearly. You're going to feel lighter. It is going to like raise your vibration here too. Some of y'all need to do that. Do your parasite cleanse and then drink. And I'm sure anybody will attest, like if they've ever done cleanse. I've done one before. I couldn't even finish it. It was, oh my Lord. But I feel like it did enough. Like I had like 2 or 3 days left and I was like, I can't do this. It was very hard on my body and I was working at the time too. I personally would have to like take off work if I was to do like a week cleanse or something, 10 days, whatever. Like I can't work because my head was booming. First of all, I'm already prone to migraines. Genetically, it runs in both sides of my family. So I get crazy headaches and shit, and just be tired as hell. And I might not have been drinking enough water, but it's like, bro, I'm trying to work and shit. I got stuff to do. And then you over here cleansing. You gotta pee every 5 seconds. I'm just like, So, you might have to plan around your schedule and stuff. I mean, everybody don't respond to cleanses in the same way either. I just know when I tried, it was one time I tried that parasite cleanse. I ain't never did another one again. And I've been thinking about doing another one. So, because my work schedule is a little different to where I'm mostly at home. So at that time, I was actually working in the office, having to go somewhere every day. This was before the pandemic. So do not recommend. But if you got your little work from home type of setup, you can do that. Yeah. I would highly recommend you get into a cleanse here during Virgo season. Okay. Balance. We got your root chakra coming through. So red is the color. Wow. And your heart too, right? We got the color red. So this seems to be a really important color for you to incorporate into the color therapy, okay, that I was recommending. So, red lipstick, red nails, little red clothes, I had just saw red cars. Somebody they could have a red car. You might be getting a red car, okay? Shit, your insurance gonna be high, but I used to work in insurance. And I know it's like certain car colors where they do, because typically they think, oh, red car, you drive faster, you might be a little more reckless. But hey, like, shit, you got the money, go ahead and buy your red car, have fun. But yes, there is balance that needs to be brought into your life through this root chakra. So there's a need for you to get more grounded. Maybe you've been spending a little too much time in your head. All right. I don't know. I'm picking up on maybe some air sign energy coming through. So get into your physical body, get connected with nature, get connected with some like exercise or something like that. That is going to also help you heal. Okay. Remember, this is your focus for Virgo season. I just saw 444 on the clock there, so that can be an angel number for you. Could be something about the mother. Your mother could have been showing up as this envious, greedy, grasping, like very controlling. Smothering might be the word. Yeah, smothering. Somebody could even like smothered your light, snuffed out your life. Your mother, she was jealous, competition. So some of y'all might have a bit of a narc mom. She could have been very critical of you. I heard nice nasty, so you know, underhanded compliments and shit like that. Just that's unfortunate, having to, you know, your mother is also someone you should be able to look up to in a way, and it's just like I can't look up to somebody like that. You know, she more childish than I am, like that situation. Somebody watching this could be 23, 33. Look, the number 11. Oh, you 11. You. I mean, I ain't talking about nothing too crazy, but yeah, I don't know if this is space for you, boo. But hey, like shit. All right, so your crystal healing oracle for Virgo season is soulmates. That's the name of the crystal. Okay, so some of y'all might want to look into this specific crystal. I'm gonna read from the book what this is gonna help you with, but this might be worth your investment to assist in your healing process. Ooh, it's associated with the twin flame. So 2 crystals side by side call in a twin flame, a complement to your soul. This is what people mean when they ask for a soulmate. A soulmate, excuse me. A twin flame bonds 2 people in an intimate relationship or unites you with the higher part of your soul. Yes, I do feel like that latter part is really what's taking place. Because I get the energy or the sense that you guys externalize a lot. You invest a lot into relationships, but you also have a tendency to kind of project quite a bit. And we all do it, you know. Projection is a judgment, making a judgment of somebody. Oh, they too this or they too that. I don't like this, that, right? Okay. But some of you guys spend a little too much time in that space where it needs to be internalized. So it is something about you connecting with your higher self, okay? So let me read the rest about this crystal soulmate, okay? You yearn to be loved, but does this come from a black hole you need to fill? That greediness. I'm telling you, some of y'all out there, you feel like you have a black hole for a stomach, like it never gets full. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. You yearn to be loved, but does this come from a black hole you need to fill? Black holes can be filled only from the inside by loving yourself fully and integrating different facets of your being. A twin flame means embracing deep intimacy and interdependency between yourself and another at the spiritual and physical levels. Interdependency is the opposite of codependency. Old heartbreak may need to be healed, ties with a past companion cut, or vows renegotiated. Prepare for open-hearted, intimate, unconditional love. Decide whether you want a soulmate with the soul lessons that implies, or a twin flame, a companion of your heart. You don't need anyone else to make you complete. A twin flame complements your own wholeness. That's why some of y'all wondering why I ain't come into union with my twin flame, because you're not in union with your damn self. That's why. Mm-hmm. Clocked, okay, lovingly, but clocked for real. That's why you ain't came into union with this person. And y'all know I ain't even into the twin flame shit like that, for real. But some of you are, okay, and this is indicative that yes, you do have a twin flame. You are meant to be coming into union with somebody, but you gotta heal first. You gotta integrate with yourself. For some of y'all, this especially mostly women, watch my reading, so you need to integrate with your inner masculine. Look, I'm gonna offer this course. I'm gonna offer it because I'm already doing the one-on-one coaching program with my client, where I've created a course around healing the distorted masculine and embodying healthy masculinity. And yes, women need to embody healthy masculinity. That's how you attract it too. All right, if you're attracting like all these low vibrational, it's because you're distorted. Your masculinity is very much distorted. Most people's, it is, thanks to the patriarchy. All right, which is, to me, the patriarchy is toxic masculinity. I am not against masculinity by far. I'm an Aries. I like masculine energy, okay? I myself have quite a bit of masculine energy. But masculinity is not inherently toxic. It's not, but patriarchy is. All right, so that's the difference. It's like patriarchy versus masculinity. And a lot of people, they conflate the two. And it's just like, that's actually not what this is. So you should read a little more. But yes, let's see what this affirmation is. The presence of love will always cast out fear. The presence of love. You're not fully loving yourself because you're still rejecting aspects of yourself. You're still judging aspects of yourself. It could be aspects of yourself that you've projected onto other people. That person be doing the most. Like, why they always gotta be seen? And everybody gotta hear they so loud. And like, they be doing the most with their hair and their outfits. Like, I just wish they would shut up. Like, look, I don't know who I'm channeling. Who is it? I want to work on that, baby. Speaking of working on that, baby, 3 of Pentacles. This is working together as a team here as well. Teamwork made the dream work. So some of you, this is about coming into partnership with other gems, right? Yeah, literally, this is the gem, the gold pentacle, and everybody's got a gem. Some of y'all, this is very much a partnership type of thing. It can be a business thing you got going on here. I don't know if you guys are in the creative industry or something like that, because you could be going to like an art showcase or some shit. That's very specific. Ooh, 3 of Swords. Okay, so yes, that's that heartbreak here that we have. You need to heal. Maybe, look, for some of y'all, this can be about a partnership that broke up. Okay, we got 3 threes, and then we got the 5 of Pentacles too, which is a breakup energy as well. Some, people feeling rejected, iced out. All right, so look, the cards don't lie. The cards don't lie. The cards don't lie. The cards don't lie. Okay, we got the Magician here. We have potentially a Virgo, Gemini on the table, as well as Capricorn, but this could also be fixed signs: Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. Okay, but regardless of the zodiac signs here, there does seem to be a cycle, a cycle that has ended. This partnership has gone through a 3 of Swords. Because somebody gets a lot of attention? I don't know, guys, come on. Like, nah, I want to say, flip the roles or whatever, but I don't think it's supposed to be flipped. And I'm not here to coddle anybody. So somebody do get a lot of attention in this dynamic. You know, somebody might be a little famous or something. For what they're able to manifest in their lives with the Magician. Somebody has a lot of power here, but remember, you do too. You are not like, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, no. There's something about you feeling like you're in exile or something like that, and you're not. Why are you feeling like that? Especially, I guess, if it's a group dynamic too, and maybe like other two people, they still cool or still got something going on, but you're like not in this dynamic anymore. Y'all, so what y'all got? Y'all need to heal. Y'all really do. I'm not trying to be funny. Hermit, okay? We got Virgo on the table again. So you have strong Virgo energy. It done came through twice, but also representing Virgo season. You really do need to take this time to do some self-reflecting, some soul searching here, some healing with the star, Aquarius energy coming through again. Somebody's a star. You need to go find your star, right? Yeah, it's time for you to go find your star. And once you do, man, you finna have an amazing new beginning, all right? A magical new beginning. This is when the magic gets activated in your life. You've been seeing the magic activated in somebody else's life, what it do. But you finna see what it do for you when you take this time to go within, to do the healing work. You know, the presence of love will always cast out fear. Remember, there's some fear of being left behind. I think that's the biggest thing that's coming through. But first of all, when you're full of yourself, and I don't mean that in an egotistical way, but full as in fully integrated, accepting and loving and affirming all parts of you, that is going to cast out all of this fear that you have in living out your truth, living out your destiny, living out your purpose. The person that you see, they're the fool. The fool archetype, I don't give a fuck. The fool got their head in the clouds, la-da-da-da-da. Knows the universe got their back. They march to the beat of their own drum. They're not worried about, you know, what anybody else got going on. And this is the direction that you're headed in. Get excited. This is exciting to be headed in this direction. All right? As triggering, as uncomfortable as some of this stuff is you've been going through, the Three of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, it sucks, okay? But it's leading you. It is meant to lead you towards your power, okay? It's meant to lead you towards your healing. It's meant to lead you towards your destiny. It's meant to lead you towards your new reality. Okay? So this is really exciting stuff that you guys have going on here this Virgo season. I don't know, some of y'all, you could be doing some traveling. You might end up moving. All right? With this soul searching that you end up doing, you come to realize, like, my soul is calling me to go here, to go there. For some of you, it might be a job situation. You might be deliberating like, I don't think this partnership is it. Like, let's maybe move in a different direction. But there's new beginnings, exciting new beginnings, and only the kind of new beginnings that spirit can create as well. Because some new beginnings, it's just got us all over it. But this one, this is spirit all up in it. And it's because you are doing the work of spirit here with all of these major arcana on the table. Okay, this is doing the spiritual lifting, the inner work that we talk a lot about in the spiritual community. You're doing it, and it's going to take you places. All right, my love. So with that being said, if this resonated at all, please leave me a comment below, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, sending you so much love. Take care. Bye. Hey, pile number 2, let's go ahead and tap into it. So you all have the grapes for the charm. So grapes always make me think of abundance. So this can be a season that you're entering into here with Virgo season. I'm also thinking of luxury. So kind of like kicking back, relaxing type of vibes. I just heard retreat, even like at the spa or something like that. So you guys might be in a space where you are taking really good care of yourselves. I don't know if someone's traveling to like a wine vineyard, but look, grapes are definitely significant to you here in this upcoming season. Let's see what your archetype is. We have Gnosis. All right, so look, I'm definitely gonna have to take a look into this because I'm not sure what this means. I don't be using it that much, y'all. But what I'm initially picking up on that's making me think of the grapes too is how many of these little pointy little things there are. So I just saw 111 on the screen. That can be an angel number for you. There's something about there being plenty. Okay, so this seems to be a big theme coming for you. Abundance, having that kind of mindset where anything is possible. Ooh, especially with the upcoming full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. There can be an element of miracles that are associated with that energy. So this could be something that you're kind of like building up to in Virgo season, because literally Virgo season closes out with that full moon in Pisces. So speaking of Pisces, I want to read the description of this so we make sure we get y'all messages. Gnosis represents the innermost knowing and mystic truths. All right, so anytime we talk about mystic, we definitely talk about Pisces. All right, true knowledge is not found in facts and figures in scholarly books on library shelves. Rather, Gnosis points to the deep and timeless archetypal wisdom that rises from the felt experience of having touched the unknown with every one of the senses. Those who are drawn to Gnosis find themselves in esoteric studies, likely involving mysticism, alchemy, healing, or perhaps science. Knowing is their calling, not knowing is their job description. No matter how far the alchemists take their studies, they come to the ultimate conclusion that facts slip toward mystery, and soon the mystery results in facts. This card signifies a knowing that is life-changing. Once you experience it, you are forever changed and become a guardian of Gnosis. The eternal mystery is calling you. Study your passion in the deepest way available to you. All right. So I love this message. Speaking of study too, Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is all about the mind, okay? Expanding, enhancing your mind, your knowledge. I don't know why I'm hearing puzzles. Somebody might be into like puzzles or like brain teasers, different things to just kind of get your mind working is what I'm picking up on. But, of course, with this message too, we've got a lot of mystical, spiritual energy. Now I'm starting to see this more as kind of like feelers or antenna. So some of you have very sensitive psychic senses, which I do feel like they're going to be enhanced or activated with this full moon coming up in Virgo season. All right. So when in the light, Gnosis is about contemplating the mystery and unanswerable questions. When in the dark or in the shadowy element, Gnosis is over intellectualizing and literalizing, as well as asking others, okay? So this is about going within to seek the knowledge. Maybe there's an abundance of knowledge here that you have kind of been looking for outside of you, but the universe is like, no, it's within, okay? Even I'm thinking specifically of purple grape. So the color purple having to do with the crown chakra here. So, you know, that can be opening up certain spiritual gifts, you know, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, all of the things. But some of you, I'm hearing teacher as well. So you might be a teacher, a spiritual teacher. You could be working with a spiritual teacher. I'm laughing at the quote associated with this Gnosis card. Those who say they know, don't. Those who say they don't know, know. Okay. It reminds me of that Erykah Badu, On and On. A man that thinks he knows something means he knows something at all, knows nothing at all, something like that. Okay. So there's something about not being a know-it-all here either, being in a space where you are constantly learning, where you are forever a student. And when you are exploring the mysteries of life, the mysteries of life are infinite. Like, and once again, there are mysteries. So as much as sometimes we think we're like, oh yeah, I'm about to prove that, you know, this is what this is. It's like, as soon as we think we've got the proof, it's just like, nope. Spirit's like, psych, so you thought. That's funny. That's it's almost like a little game that Spirit is playing with you. And that's literally what it's supposed to feel like too. It's supposed to, just the way that I laugh, it's supposed to be kind of like this lighthearted thing. So it's like, man, just when you think you had it figured out, it's like, psych, not really. And that's okay, right? That is literally the mystery of life, and being able to one, practice like loving detachment. Okay, it's just like, all right, you know, whatever, shit, let me just laugh at this shit, because what else am I gonna do? All right. And I'm also recognizing, like, I'm getting, no one is out to get you. So some of you could have a very like, why is this happening to me kind of approach or perception of situations. And I'm getting like, no one is out to get you. The universe is not out to get you. That's literally just life. Like, sometimes it's just like a random bag of just things, things that happen, things that are thrown at us. So I'm kind of getting, for some of you as well, your path has been, it's taken many different turns. So I'm getting an element of you maybe feeling like, I'm not where I thought I would be, or, you know, I thought this is where I should be. It's that kind of pressure that I think you're putting on yourself. I love this too. The Gnosis card also mentions that this card relates to the riddle and the shapeshifter, all concern themselves with revealing mystic truths. So there's something about you being a shapeshifter, maybe. So I'm kind of picking up on mutable energy, which Virgo is. I think I was picking up on that in the first pile as well. So it's probably going to be a pervasive energy throughout the entirety of this reading, because we're literally entering into a mutable zodiac season. So this is the time to maybe pivot for some of you. You know, maybe you have been very rigid when it comes to I've got to do it this way, right? Or I've got to do this specific thing, or I've got to present myself in this way. And it's just like, actually, you don't. Okay. I'm hearing something about letting people discover the mysteries of you. Yes, like kind of similar to card number 1. So you guys might want to check that one out as well. But there's this need to embrace like the different facets of yourself. I heard biologist, so someone could be a biologist. I also heard, is it botany? I don't know if that's a thing. I'm hearing ancient Greece and ancient Rome. Okay, so There might be some sort of spiritual learnings that are associated with those specific cultures. I'm trying to think, would that be like Persephone? I think they're the Greeks and stuff like that. Zeus, all of them, okay? So some of you could be studying like folklore. I get a storyteller. You might be a storyteller. This might be a skill that you're working on. Whether it's oral storytelling or you might write stories. You might be working on writing a book, writing a script for a TV show, for a movie. We have the barriers card that came out here. Interesting. We have the full moon in both of these cards. So I do feel like this full moon in Pisces, the lunar eclipse, very significant for you guys. Full moon, okay? So look, don't play with it. Don't play with it, okay? And I don't mean that like literally don't play with the full moon. I know some people, they suggest like, oh, you shouldn't work magic during the eclipses. I would say to check in with yourself. Personally, I've done magic during the eclipses and haven't had bad things happen. So, but that's because I checked in with myself. So you need to do that too for you, because you might be getting told, yeah, don't do anything. But some of you could receive guidance leading you in a different direction, okay? So this full moon is going to be helping you to release a lot of barriers when it comes to the shadowy elements of gnosis, over intellectualizing, literalizing, asking others. So yeah, I'm definitely also getting strong air sign energy coming through, very cerebral. It's all about the facts. Even maybe some earth sign, because they could be very like practical, 3D material. Especially with this dragon here is giving me fire. Some of you might need to lean a little bit more into fire, the element of fire associated with spirit. We have guardian. Ooh, okay. Could be a guardian angel, an ancestor. The number 44 is on this card. So I'm definitely getting strong ancestral vibes coming through. This might be something you're studying more of, ancestral veneration. But also you could be studying, learning your ancestors, their spiritual practices. You know, maybe you're putting some pieces together, you know, putting your family tree, figuring out your origins, all of that good stuff. If you've been experiencing barriers in your life, you need to start invoking the assistance of your ancestors, of your guardians, whoever they may be. Okay, this could be a god or goddess as well. This is kind of giving me that vibe too, like I was just talking about Persephone. Is it Demeter? Look, I don't know all their names or whatever, but I definitely get, some of you connect with like goddesses, and they're meant to help you, or a specific goddess is meant to help you overcome barriers in your life in very mystical, magical ways that, you know, only you can attest, like, had to be spirit, right? It couldn't have been anything else. We have commit to happiness. All right, so I love this. The rainbow coming through, which we also see the rainbow in the Gnosis card here. So this could also be about making sure that you are balanced, especially the chakras. We're actually going to be pulling from the chakra reading cards today. I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling that. There could be a specific chakra that's needing a bit of attention here. So We'll see what that is. But committing to your happiness. I love this. She's kind of like walking, like she's wandering almost. Like they say, all who wander are not lost. This is literally like the motto of the mystic. Okay, so there can be an element of you having like a very wanderlust nature about you. You might be someone that likes to travel a lot. I heard backpacking. You could really like animals too. Just being out in nature. I heard red rose. I don't know if somebody bought some red roses. Speaking of red, we have your root chakra, abundance coming through here. So if you've been having financial barriers, you need to call on this spiritual support because they're definitely trying to help you out. We also have inner strength, your solar plexus chakra. So once again, those barriers is meant to build you up. It's meant to strengthen you. I know you might be feeling like, why is this happening to me, child? Why am I having all these like blockages? Maybe when it comes to my abundance, I'm struggling to make ends meet. And I don't wish struggle on nobody. I wish I had an explanation for why we just have to go through struggle, because even in my most humble opinion, I'm just like, God, really? For growth? I mean, we have to. But hey, maybe we have to. Oh, this is what the struggle's for. It's for soul healing. Okay, so this is your soul star chakra that is coming through. If you're not familiar and more so familiar with the main 7 chakras, this one is above the crown chakra. All right, so there's more than 7 chakras. But yes, this battle that you've been dealing with, these barriers that you've been dealing with, they are meant to be a part of your healing journey. I definitely was getting a similar message in pile number 1. Yeah, I'm seeing double 8s here. Actually, triple 8s. You have triple 8s on the table. With 44, 4 plus 4 is 8. The number 8 on this card. 35, 3 plus 5 is 8. So there's a strong theme of karma as well, and like some past life stuff. That's where this soul healing comes in. You might be healing some wounds from past lives. Interesting. Full moon in Pisces, very much. Pisces is connected to those past lives, to all timelines. Okay, I'm also hearing Akashic records. That might be something you're learning about. Maybe you're getting like a reading or something like that. Yeah, I get a strong message that some of you could be spiritual teachers. You have a lot of knowledge, sacred knowledge, esoteric, occult knowledge, private space, something I heard. So you might have like a private online community where you share your teachings. I heard to share a little more publicly, okay, and a little more check in with yourself as far as what that is that you should be sharing with the public, or could be. I don't want to say should, because you do what you want at the end of the day, but what you could be sharing with the public. All right, we have blue lace agates. This is pretty. I had one of these before. Don't know where it went though. Did I? Oh, actually, that might be a different crystal that I'm thinking about. So let me see here. What? Oh. Silly me. Okay. Nice. So this crystal represents self-expression. Blue lace agate connects spiritly with intellect. That's why I was picking up on air signs. Highlighting integrity, it enhances the ability to communicate effectively what is in your mind and heart. Attune to your inner being to express the fullness of who you are. Be confident when speaking in public, as you have much to share. You may have been silenced in the past. Repressing thoughts and feelings causes throat problems, so speak your mind gently, honestly, and clearly. You have the gift of serenity. Use it wisely. Speak your heartfelt truth with integrity and confidence. Do not fear being judged. Expect news shortly and keep lines of communication open. Events unfold slowly. Return to basics and start again if necessary. Focus your mind and open your intuition. Your life will be long and happy. Accept your sensitive side. Expressing yourself releases neck and shoulder tension, thyroid deficiencies, and throat or lymphatic infections. Okay, so look, some of y'all might be dealing with some of those physical ailments, which might actually be indicative of some spiritual and energetic ailments that you have going on. So this is associated with your throat, third eye, heart, and crown chakras. The timing of this crystal is associated with Gemini and Pisces, and the soul path and the healing, the soul healing that you're experiencing with this crystal and just in general here is self-expression. Okay, that might be where your barrier is at. And expressing the truth of who you are and expressing the things that you're interested in. Some of you could be into the things that are a little bit more taboo, like the shit that I'm doing here, right? To me, this is very normal. Like, it almost even feels a little vanilla in my opinion, because I'm like, okay, this is light work, like seriously, light work. But you know, just the way that society has conditioned people to view stuff like this, you know, people think it's like so dark and oh my gosh, it's evil. And it's like, it's a fucking deck of what was created as playing cards. And people just use it to read symbolism and shit and metaphoric shit. It's, yeah. So it's all about perspective for sure. So some of you could be having some perspective shifts, some barriers that are being dropped when it comes to your view about the stuff that you're into. Some of you could be mediums here with the Guardian card. You can connect with spirits, you see them, you hear them, whatever it is. Yeah, that's a thing that you do. And you might be leaning more into this. Yes, you are, I'm getting you're a vessel. You're a vessel for the ancestors. So some of you are very much mediums out there. I get that's why you might want to seek out a teacher. Excuse you, making all that noise, please. Rude. But yes, I get that some of you definitely need to connect with teachers. In the tarot, the Hermit is associated with Virgo, and it is someone who, you know, has a lot of wisdom, right? Let's see what else we have going on. Sir, sit down. What are you doing? You're doing too much. Talking to this dog, y'all. Let's see what else we got going on for pile number 2. Whoa. Oh, yeah, because I'm like, yeah, earlier when I was channeling, I'm like, what the hell did these grapes have to do with what I was saying? But I was talking about abundance, and it did come through in one of your chakra cards. So the abundance is coming, y'all. All right. We have, when I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. Ashe. Okay. Don't let nobody disrupt your peace. Commit to happiness. Remember. All right. And we also have, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. I love this one because we think that we've just like, oh, I've detached and I've let it go to the universe. But there still be just little parts of us that are kind of hanging on there. So continue to surrender. Maybe that's even an affirmation, a mantra that you want to speak over yourself. Like, I'm surrendered to the divine's highest purpose over my life, you know, all that good stuff. Okay. So let's pull some tarot cards for my pile number 2. Those of you that chose the grapes, the gnosis here. Yeah, even here too, because this is like the dandelion. You know, they have all these little seeds that go and fertilize when they like blow in the wind. So I just get an abundance is coming in. Maybe it's been stored up for a while, but once again, building up your inner strength, your patience, just your ability to kind of push through. Ooh. What other messages do we have for pile 2, Spirit? What other messages for Virgo season do we have for pile number 2? The moon. 3rd time. 3rd card. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That full moon, I'm telling you, it's the one. It's the one. You definitely want to tap in with that. That could be when the barriers are being released. Okay, maybe you want to actually do some release work. Blockbuster, light up a blockbuster candle or some shit. And you can also hit me up too. I do personalized conjure tools. So if you need a fixed candle, spiritual bath, anointing oil, that is something that I can create for you. That info is in the description box below. The barriers as well, they're subconscious, they're hidden, they're beneath the surface. That's what Pisces energy is all about. And it's going to be illuminating these subconscious barriers that have been getting in the way for many of you of your happiness, been getting in the way of the way you express yourself here with the Page of Wands. They've been getting in the way of your energy. The Page of Wands is like a child, very excitable. Like they just got all the energy, like a, what's the Energizer Bunny? All right. So some of you, if you've been very lethargic, very low, you could be experiencing a breakthrough when it comes to that. All right. Now, there may also be some communication coming in that's possibly attached to a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Usually this is good news. We'll see what else comes out. This could be new opportunity that is being brought in for your business, for a creative project. We have the 7 of Cups. All right, so yeah, this can very much be something that opens up more possibilities for you. Yes, an infinite number of possibilities, for sure. I heard Goddess of the Moon too. So the goddess that you connect with is somehow associated with the moon. I heard Freya. I don't know if she's actually associated with the moon though, but I just heard her name. The moon again. Okay, in the corner, like the moon is just there. Now with the 7 of Cups and the 7 of Swords coming through, you do want to be mindful of illusions, of trickery here that could be at play. That could be why you're experiencing some of these barriers as well. There might be somebody in your energy that does not need to be there. This person might have to get the boot. Okay, with this full moon, they might get the boot. All right, is someone you've been in denial about, 2 of Swords, you have not wanted to recognize maybe how this person has been blocking you. All right, but we do have the High Priestess here. For some of you, look, you have intuited, you've had a dream, you've had a hunch, you've had a whatever, that there was something going on behind the scenes, maybe something a little shady, possibly involving a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but we also have Pisces on the table, Cancer, Scorpio. Because the moon can also be things that are hidden, secrets, okay? But this could be that hidden knowledge, the esoteric studies that some of you are into, right? That's very much the High Priestess here as well. She is the keeper of the secrets. The keeper of this sacred knowledge. Some of you, you might be a high priestess, okay? Or you could be going through like some sort of initiation here where you'll be stepping into this role of spiritual leadership. You had to be initiated through some sort of illusions with the Seven of Cups. Some sort of deception or trickery with the Seven of Swords here as well. I just heard they thought they had me. All right, so I don't know. Somebody thought they might have got one over on you or some shit. But they're about to see like basically who the real high priestess is. Let's get one last message for pile number 2. I just noticed 2. Okay, so 22 can be an angel number for you. Yeah. They're going to find out who the real high priestess is. Ace of Swords. Somebody having the clarity that they need about you, about maybe how strong you are, right? As well as how protected you are with this guardian that you have around you. The truth is definitely coming out about a situation that has been hidden. This could be your truth, right? You're the one that needs to be getting this throat chakra activated here with the blue lace agate. I think that's what that crystal was about. Like needing to express yourself, be confident when speaking, right? So for some of you, this is you. Maybe feeling a little emotionally confused about a situation, lacking clarity, avoiding a situation, just wanting to like, oh, let's just block it out and pretend it's not there. But your higher self is like, nah, we can't live in a space of inauthenticity. We cannot live in a lie, ultimately. We have to live in the truth. And the Ace of Swords is like, okay. Like they say, the truth shall set you free. So for some of you, you could be the one that's sharing something, letting somebody know like what the truth is, possibly about your feelings. Maybe you're letting someone know like just how happy they make you, because the Page of Wands, their energy is like infectious. It's so exciting. It just like makes you feel alive and everything. So that could be something that you're communicating to someone, or someone could be communicating that with you. I'm thinking this is more so you though. That might be the barrier too. There does seem to be a big barrier when it comes to communication, possibly between you and somebody else. So it's like you need to figure that out. You need to work that out. And for many of you, you just need to take some initiative here and communicate. Stop holding back. Stop being avoidant. You know, stop with your head in the clouds and, you know, all that stuff. And just say what you need to say. Say it with your chest, okay? So I know Mercury retrograde, it probably got you a little, I don't know right now. But once it go direct, I don't want to hear nothing about that shit. You should be knowing here with this Ace of Swords. Hey, didn't that come through in the message? Those that say that they don't know. And those that say that they do know, don't know. You guys have been over here playing stupid, playing dumb. I don't know how I feel. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what that person, what time they on. I don't know. You a lie. Why you lying to yourself? Because you do know. And it's time for you to stop hiding from that, ignoring that you do know, And it's time for you to start facing some truths. It's time for you to start affirming. And I know you might feel like, well, what if when I start affirming that I do know things, then once again, the universe comes in and shows me that I don't. It's not about affirming it in a way that's like egotistical and braggadocious or anything like that. But, you know, it could even, you can acknowledge it like, okay, thank you. Thank you, higher self. Thank you for that insight. Thank you for that awareness, right? Maybe acknowledging it from a space of gratitude instead can be something that continues to strengthen your inner voice, okay, your higher self's voice. Because look, there could be a lot of inner voices that we have going on, not all of which that we need to be listening to. But you are strengthening your connection to your higher self. And this is going to be very revealing. Some of you are going to be having a very active dream life here during Virgo season. There could be a fire sign that's coming up in a dream for you. Something that might get revealed here. And yeah, then you get to move forward with, you know, whatever truth that is that's being revealed. And I don't say that like, I mean, for some of you, it could be a Seven of Swords type of situation, all right? But for others of you, it could be a situation where like you're pleasantly surprised that somebody has the same feelings for you that, you know, you have for them, or, you know, that you guys are on the same page or something like that. So it's going to be different for each person, but definitely pay attention to those dreams because they're going to be revealing, especially around that full moon in Pisces, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up this message here, pile number 2. If this resonated at all, please leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, sending you so much love. Take care. Bye. Hey, pile number 3, let's go ahead and tap into your reading for Virgo season. You all have the butterfly charm. So I'm hearing Mariah Carey. Somebody could be listening to Mariah Carey. I also guess you could have a butterfly tattoo. But of course, the butterfly is symbolic of transformation. And I'm getting the message that you've already gone through like the worst part of the transformation, the tough part where you're like in the cocoon and you're dissolving. I'm hearing old timelines, you're dissolving old patterns, karmic contracts, just a lot of really challenging experiences that you might have gone through in this most recent season of your life. But it looks like you're finally emerging, right, as this beautiful butterfly. I just heard blue butterfly, so I don't know, some of you could have like recently seen a blue butterfly or something like that. But this is a really beautiful time for you. I'm drawn to like the little body of the butterfly. It has 5 little circles there. So the number 5 represents change and transition. Here, if you want to see what I'm talking about. See the little body part. So the number 5 represents change and transition. I also just got the visual of a dress or a shirt with buttons like down the back. Okay, so that's very specific. But or even like a corset type of like clasps in the front. There's something that I'm getting about that. But anyway, this is an energy of transition, change, but also the number 5 is associated with freedom. All right. And you know, butterflies, they got these beautiful, brilliant wings so they can go fly wherever, whenever the fuck they want to. Okay. So there may be an element of that coming through here for those of you that chose pile number 3 as well. There's something about you getting ready to take flight. You literally could be going on a flight here during Virgo season, traveling somewhere. But yeah, it looks really, really beautiful. Let's see what your archetype oracle is. We have the river, beautiful. So you guys are connected to water here in this upcoming season. You might be spending some time near natural bodies of water. You might be doing some water activities. I know I love being on the river, kayaking, tubing, whatever, just sitting by the river. So that could be some different activities that you yourself might want to look into, okay? I'm also getting with the river just how it flows, right? So there may be an element of you needing to kind of go with the flow here during Virgo season. And that actually has been a pretty consistent message throughout all of the piles. Needing to be flexible, needing to be adaptable. Keep in mind, Virgo is a mutable earth sign, so it has that flexibility associated with it. So this is something that you're being invited to explore here during this season. For those of you that chose pile number 3. So I want to read the description of the river here, also associated with the stream, the flow, the current. There is a reason so many rituals of change and rebirth take place in the river. It is forgiveness embodied in physical form. Without asking anything in return, the river washes away what is no longer necessary, smoothing over sharp edges and accepting all our mistakes and grievances. Once we step in, we are no longer in control. The river carries us farther down the stream of transformation than we plan to go. Its waters have a special gift for reflecting back to us a new and dreamlike vision. Once the tears have passed, we see ourselves as we haven't before, with a little more lightness, grace, and fluidity. Keep in mind, the you that stands within the river is the real you, full of deep emotion and potential, nothing to hide, nothing to judge. May you drink in the sight of your true self. Ooh, I felt that in my heart. May you drink in the sight of your true self, because the mirror or the river, I wanted to say mirror. Some of you are giving Oshun vibes. The river is reflective, right? It's even making me think of Narcissus. Like there's a little folklore. It's where the the idea of like narcissism, I guess, comes from. But yeah, there was basically this guy that liked his appearance in the river and basically fell in love with himself. So yeah, I don't know. I'll see if I can. Yeah, Narcissus. I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. So Narcissus is a beautiful young man who falls in love with his own reflection in water and eventually dies. The myth is often interpreted as a cautionary tale about the dangers of vanity and unrequited love. Okay, so that's interesting. There could be some additional meaning there that some of you might want to look into. All right. This could be, I'm not calling you a narcissist or anything, definitely not. But, you know, there can be an element, as it mentioned, may you drink in the sight of your true self. Maybe some of you actually do need to see yourself for in the fullness of who you are. Maybe some of you, you kind of minimize yourself, you play small, or, you know, I'm not that special, you know, stuff like that. And maybe you need a little more self-love. So when in the light, this river energy is representative of acceptance, grace, reflection, and forgiveness. When it is in the dark or in that shadowy element, the river is a torment of emotions. It's flooding and it's overwhelming. All right. So once again, this is just kind of being like in the flow with the current of life, not fighting against the current, because as we know, a river flows and it flows eventually like to an ocean. But it's like, why would you want to swim against the current? Why would you want to swim upstream when you can just float down the river? There's a song that I love. I heard back in high school. It's by Incubus. It's called Aqueous Transmission. But yeah, he in the lyrics mentions like he's floating down the river. It's a very relaxing song. It's like, I just pulled it up on YouTube. It's 7.5 minutes. Well, actually like almost 8 minutes, but it's super relaxing. So I would encourage you to check that song out. Once again, it's called Aqueous Transmission by Incubus. Okay. For all my alternative babes out there like myself. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's continue to tap into this message. I love what's coming through so far for you, pile number 3. There could be an element of self forgiveness that is needed here. Some of you might do a ritual with the river. Maybe you're attending a ceremony or something significant that has to do with the river. I did mention Oshun for some of you. She is the Orisha of the sweet waters of the rivers. So there could be something significant there, or other river deities. Okay, look, I don't know them all, but yeah. Her Mommy Watsa. Mommy Watsa. We have answers within, okay? So this has kind of been a common message coming through for all of the piles. But this is that hermit, the archetype of Virgo, going within. She has her little candle. In the tarot, the hermit has a lantern. But, you know, it's the light within that guides your way. So that's something to consider here. Also, we have progress. So, oh, and look, she's got the butterfly wings. So this is you for sure. Many of you, you are making progress. Oh, even here she has wings too. So some of you getting strong symbolism of wings. You might, I usually get angelic energy, but I actually just got fairy. So some of you might like be into fairies, stuff like that. Oh, okay, little Tinkerbell. That's cute. Yeah, remember it mentioned something about the lightness. Let me see. Once the tears have passed, we see ourselves as we haven't before, with a little more lightness, grace, and fluidity. That's definitely giving fairy vibes. I don't know, some people could even joke about that with you, like you give off like fairy godmother vibes or something like that. Yeah, because I'm seeing the children here as well. She's reading to like a group of children. Oh, this is cute. I don't know if you could really see. So here she is. You probably can't see, but she got a book and she's reading to like this group of children. So yeah, it's something about you. Like I said, you're very nurturing. Also in this image, there's a wedding taking place. Some of you are making progress in a relationship towards getting married. Or if you're single, you're making progress towards the person you're going to be married to and have little fairy babies with. I don't know. You guys both could be some fucking fairies. I heard elemental, so I don't know, elemental magic. There's something about you guys being really connected to nature. Some of you could be teachers, especially like early childhood education. Ooh, some of you, you could be writing a children's book. Very specific message. Someone could be writing a children's book and the kids are gonna love it. You might be even planning like tours at like local libraries or something like that, schools where you're gonna be reading your book to the kids. Super cute. I don't know if your story has to do with fairies or something. If you need some inspo here, maybe there you go. Somebody could be a Cancer. This river card is in the book associated with Cancer energy. Okay, they said we're done with this deck. Not a lot going on there. We're done. Moving on next. Some of you, there's a lot of determination, strength that you've been building up. What's being reflected in this river is a horse, Okay, so there's something about your stamina that has been built up with this progress that you're making towards your goals. Yeah, I heard wings on my back for sure. So some of you are very, very ethereal beings. That's for certain. Somebody could be 36, 34, 19 watching this reading. Or those could be significant numbers. Let's see what your chakra card is. We're needing to get balanced here. So we have your Earth Star chakra, Mother Earth. So I did sense a very strong connection to nature. Okay, so getting connected to nature. The Earth Star chakra is beneath the root chakra. For those of you that don't know, we also have your crown chakra, meditation coming through. You need to get into a meditation practice, even if it's just a few minutes a day. You know, some of you might be like, I don't like sitting still for that long. That's a problem. That's your motherfucking problem. That's why you need the meditation, because your ass need to be sitting still. And it's not so much just the sitting still. It's like slowing down your mind, your thoughts, okay? Slowing down your breath as well. So, you know, just getting connected, getting more present with the moment, with the breath. Anytime that you are feeling anxious, just return to your breath. You know, in that moment, that is a powerful reclamation of the present. We also have your solar plexus, personal power coming through. So yes, like I was saying, whatever this progress is that you've been making, you've been building up your muscle. So this hasn't been coming easily necessarily. And the butterfly's process, you know, in becoming a butterfly is not necessarily easy. Okay, there is that dissolving. As I mentioned, the caterpillar, when it goes into the cocoon, it dissolves literally like into mush, and then kind of forms into a butterfly somehow, some way. Isn't that just like the wildest concept? So some of you might want to even watch a video on that, and you might find like some links there, some metaphors as it pertains to your own personal experience. All right, some of you could be like activists, social justice warriors. You're like into politics and things like that. You advocate for the people. I get like you're a man of the people, or you're a woman of the people, that kind of energy. You stand up for underdogs and the people that are forgotten, that are overlooked. Maybe at one point you were an underdog, right? So you know the feeling. You know the feeling when people count you out. Yeah, I'm hearing that Kendrick Lamar song. Is it like Don't Count Me Out or some shit? It was off of his Mr. Morale, the most recent album. So yeah, I'm hearing that song. You might want to go check that out. I love when they count me out. I love when they count me out. My name is in your mouth. Okay, so I get that there are people that act like they don't notice you, that they don't see you, but your name is still in their motherfucking mouth. You would have no idea that these people even know you exist, but they talking about you. And I'm getting it's not all bad. Like, everybody doesn't have anything bad to say. Some people is just like, yeah, did you peep Shorty? Like, she doing some real cool shit. But you would have no idea because they aren't telling you that directly. And I don't know why that is. I don't know. I've always been kind of leery about people like that, because when I peep somebody, I'm gonna let them know, like, yo, I like what you're doing. You know, it's cool. Some people, I don't know. I feel like it's a bit of ego there. Like, I don't want to let them know that they really like popping or some shit. It's kind of that. So I don't know. This is like maybe even competition in your industry or something like that. I heard frenemy too. Like, so this could even be a friend that's very stingy with the compliments, or underhanded with the compliments. This might be something that you experienced a lot, like in your childhood as well. Some of you could have been bullied, which is why you go so hard for yourself and for others when you see them being taken advantage of or mistreated. Yeah, some of you could be healing from bullying or even abuse. Healing from, I get you're mad at yourself for letting people treat you like that, but you shouldn't be mad at yourself. You don't even need to be mad at them. But I mean, if you're going to be mad at somebody, be mad at them, not at yourself. You know, you didn't know any better. For some of you, especially, this is stuff that happened to you when you were a kid. You know, you were just a kid, right? So there could be a need to forgive yourself for what you didn't know, for maybe the personal power that you did not have access to as a kid yet. Maybe you needed those experiences where people, you know, was coming for you and shit like that for you to develop the personal power. You know, sometimes you got to have the right environment and the circumstances to bring something out of you. So while some of you might still be looking at these experiences, and I'm not saying like, please, I'm not trying to find some spiritual meaning behind why people get abused. Like, there's no excuse for that at all. And there's no spiritual justification behind it either. But I'm just saying, for those of you that have been through situations like that, and I've been through both. I've been through the bullying, I've been through the abuse. You know, it can bring something up out of you if you let it. Okay? If you know me, I don't fuck around. Like, I do not fuck around. I do not allow people to bully me, to push me around, none of that shit. I used to when I was younger, you know, when I was really shy. I wasn't a very confident person, very quiet, you know. So I would let people make fun of me, say things about me, you know, hurt my feelings on a regular basis and never speak up for myself. Let somebody try that shit with me now. Like, that shit literally happened with me earlier this year with, you know, somebody I thought was my friend, but they wasn't acting like it. So I had to let them know, like, you got me fucked up. I don't know who the fuck you thought you was dealing with. But, you know, some people too, I get, they might know the old version of you. I know this is someone that knew me, like, when we initially met, a very different version of me. So I think she was a bit surprised, like, whoa, who is this? Look, I don't be playing around when it comes to my inner child. That's one thing I will protect with ferocity. All right, so you better come correct. And I'm not saying people, you know, some people do. They make honest little mistakes. Like, my bad, I ain't know, you know, I couldn't say shit like that or whatever. But it's all in how people embrace the correction. And that was kind of with my scenario where I did correct somebody and then they tried to flip the script and act like I was being the aggressor and all this shit. And I was like, oh no, we're not doing this little manipulative gaslighting shit. So I was like, all right, peace out. But I'm totally for people that, like, when you correct them, when you set a boundary with them, when you let them know, like, hey, I didn't really like when you said that. I don't really like jokes like that or whatever. They'll be like, yo, my bad. I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't realize that was a thing. I'm so grateful that you told me that. And moving forward, that won't be a thing. It won't come up. I just saw 2121 on the screen, so that can be confirmation or an angel number there. So that's going to help you tell, like, the difference between people that is really rocking with you and people that they really just want to, like, play in your face. And some people, they will let you, or some people, that's all they want to do. They just want to play in your face. Don't let them. Do not let them. This card is quiet. Trying to pull. Let's get some crystal healing wisdom for pile number 3. As soon as I say that. Rainbow Mayanites. I think I actually had this crystal before. I need to go find it. The number 22 is on here, so that can be an angel number for you. Let's see what this crystal is for. The rainbow bridge. Iridescent rainbow Mayanite bridges this world and the rest of creation. It heals unconditionally and assists the shift to a new level of consciousness. You are a leader. When you raise your vibrations, the whole benefits. De-energize old patterns. Release karmic incrustations and toxic dross from your etheric body. This crystal will assist in this. Go within to find your rainbow treasure house. Raise your consciousness to build new supportive structures at every level. Recognize how your soul is maneuvering you onto your true path. Apparently detrimental situations offer soul gifts. Re-examine projects and let go of those that are not for your highest good or that of others. You see things from both sides. Always speak true no matter what the cost, but be tactful. You have natural healing ability. Focus it wisely. Letting go attunes you to a realm of infinite possibilities. Okay. And I feel like the river is such a beautiful example of what it looks like to let go and let flow. Okay. So the chakras associated with this crystal are the soul star and stellar gateway chakras. It's associated with Aquarius seasons. And once again, it's a bridge between the worlds. Okay. So, could be the bridge between, I like the river too. Just kind of thinking about that as a bridge as well. But yeah, there could be something about you going from like one world to the next. Even how I was saying earlier in what I was sharing about my personal experience, some people might know like the old version of you, and they are going to be reintroduced to the new version of you. Some people, they're going to fuck with it. Some people are not. Oh, well, like at the end of the day, if you fuck with you, that's all that really matters. So now I don't want to say that in a narcissistic way. Like if nobody fucks with you, you might be an asshole. But but it's okay if some people don't. That's life. Everybody, you're not gonna be everybody's cup of tea. You will not be everybody's cup of tea, and that is okay. Let's see, what affirmations we have for pile number 3. Somebody could be getting baptized, like I guess they still do it, but they used to, especially back in the day, get baptized in the river. You might be doing a ritual that calls for like river water. So you might be doing like a little spiritual bath or something. Okay. I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. Okay. So what is that fear? What is it that you're holding on to? Remember, when in the light, the river is about acceptance. There could be something you're not accepting. All right. Maybe you're not accepting the fact that you're new. You're not that old version of you anymore. So you no longer have to identify with the old narratives associated with the past you. Okay, so there could be something about that coming through. Recognizing that you yourself, you are an ever evolving, ever flowing being, that your, even your identity, your ego, it's changeable, it's malleable, it's adaptable. It does not have to stay the same. Just like I'm getting name change. Some of you could be changing your name. You could go by a different name than you used to go by. I know, like for me personally, I go by my middle name now, Danny, instead of my first name. It's actually something I've recently solidified a lot more in my life, because I was still going by Simone in professional spaces, like my government for real. I was going by Simone, insert last name. But now with my most recent job that I'm in, I've started going by Danny. And initially they asked me, like, what do you go by? Is it Simone or Danny? And I was like, it doesn't matter. But then someone was like, no, it really does matter. Like, what do you go by? And I'm like, you're right. I go by Danny. Like, and for me, it's easier now to go by Danny, and just telling everybody that's my motherfucking name versus having people, is Simone, Danny? Like, literally at this point, the only people that call me Simone are my, like, immediate, my family, my blood family. Everybody else knows me as Danny. So that could be something coming through for some of you as well. Maybe you need to do a little switcheroo with your name change. Even look into the numerology. I don't know if some of you are into that, but you can look into the numerology of your name. And I would encourage you to do like maybe a comparison of, you know, what you go by now versus the name that you want to go by. And it doesn't have to be your middle name like, you know, mine is. It could, you can name yourself fucking anything, really. And you can literally tell people, yeah, you got to start calling me fucking Willow or some shit, or fucking Jaguar or something. Like, who was it? Magnolia. Yeah. I was at a restaurant recently and someone was like, my name's Magnolia. And I was like, oh, I've never heard that name. But that's cool. Magnolia is your name, right? So I'm hearing something about your name being very important when it comes to this. So there could be something about your name changing. Ooh, that could be a part of your ceremony or some sort of ritual that you're being a part of. It could be like a naming ceremony where you're going to get like a, I don't know, like a spiritual identity of some sort that is coming through. Very interesting. Pile number 3. Pile number 3, 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So there is an element of collaboration, teamwork, especially in the realm of business, finance, career. This could be about, you know, collaborating with others. There may be an element of forgiveness that is required within a situation. So everybody can like get on the same page. Sometimes this 3 of Pentacles can be about somebody mediating, trying to bring some balance to a situation. Justice, yeah, balance. Okay. I don't know if there's a Libra involved potentially. Some of you, this could be a court thing where, you know, the legal system's getting involved here. So, you know, I don't know, you filing suit, there's some sort of settlement that's going on here, negotiations, mediations, all that court shit, okay? For some of you, it might be a divorce. Look, some of y'all might be going through a divorce. That might be what you haven't accepted or having a hard time accepting, that a relationship is no longer. Could be with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If it's not a divorce, it can still be like a contract separation. So if this is a work thing, this can be like you are not going to be working with someone anymore. But it's for the highest good. 10 of Pentacles, okay? So, you could get a payout, like a severance package or something like that. Like if you're getting laid off or you are being let go, there could be like a big amount of money that you're coming into like in the process. For others of you, this is like, if this is a divorce or something, this is, I don't know, alimony or whatever. Folks be getting child support, all that stuff. But, you know, you look like you're taken care of financially for sure. There does seem to be some abundance coming in. For some of you, this is accepting a relationship that did not work out, making space for one that will. This is someone that you'll go the distance with. Someone that you will build a legacy with. For For some of you, you're finding personal power in building your wealth. Creating stability and security for future generations. All right, last card for pile number 3. Spirit, last card. Okay. I said last card, guys. Last card, but fuck it. Fine. Fine. You will be abundant. 9 of Pentacles. You look good, smell good, eating good, living good. Some of y'all could have a choice that you have to make. Shit, you got options. New potentials, new possibilities opening up to you. I think that came through in the crystal, the rainbow Mayanite. You might be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, this is also about you tapping into that personal power, your confidence, your radiance. For some of you, I'm definitely seeing like you've transitioned out of a relationship and you single and you like real sexy, okay? We have the Queen of Cups here too. So you're taking care of your emotional world as well. Healing, nurturing yourself. We have the 9 of Cups. Look, some of you are definitely single. You might be dating. This could be multiple people. You got, I'm seeing 2 queens and 1 king. So, I don't know. It could be a little bit of a triangle situation. But if you're dating, that's what that's all about. People are exploring their options. So, somebody could have a decision there between a fire sign and a water sign. We have the High Priestess here. All right, so somebody could be getting some dreams. You could be getting dreams about who you need to choose, okay? So you look, you're gonna have some options here. You definitely gonna have you some options and you gotta choose between one or the other. You might be going fire with the 8 of Wands here. There is someone that you have a lot of chemistry with. There's a lot of attraction. It feels very free. Something about this connection feels like really open and warm. And yeah, like it just kind of flows here. There is an element of having some sort of breakthrough, okay, where you may have been stuck in not wanting to accept something. The acceptance is coming in. It's settling in, right? And with that acceptance, there is forward movement. There could be communication blockages that are opening up between you and someone that may have been a bit quiet here as the High Priestess. This is someone who doesn't really say too much. If anything, they're observing, but they're not communicating. But you guys could definitely be getting some incoming communication here. It could be something significant, maybe within the next 8 days or on the 8th of September. I mean, we have a whole lot of dates here. We have the 2nd. We have the 3rd. The 6th, the 10th, the 11th, and the 8th. Okay, those could be significant dates for you during Virgo season. All right, but something's definitely about to get to flowing. Some of you might be doing some traveling here. I think I might have mentioned that earlier with the wings. Yeah, you getting on a flight to go somewhere. Look, have fun, be safe. But this is a very fun, lighthearted energy too. The lightness that comes in when you've allowed yourself to cry all of the tears over a situation, but then you come out of that situation feeling that much stronger for it. Okay, so I guess some of you definitely going through like a glow up, like after a breakup or something like that. And you're gonna have a lot of attention. You're gonna have a lot of people like in your DMs or something like that. Like, yo, can I take you out? I'm trying to get to know you. So someone's definitely attracting a lot of people their way. And it might not even just be romantic suitors. It could be people like, I want to be your friend. Hey girl, you want to come out to this little party I'm going to, this little this event, you know, this networking thing, whatever. You might be having that kind of influx coming in where things were really stagnant, but now shit's finna start flowing for you. You guys might have like 8 events or different things that you're doing here in Virgo season. So shit, y'all better. That's why you got to meditate, okay? That's why you got to meditate on a regular basis, because you guys are going to be busy. That's why you also got to get grounded and connect with Mother Nature as well, because that's just going to keep you calm, cool, collected, level-headed as you just flow throughout life here, which is going to be bringing a lot of exciting things your way here this Virgo season, all right? So with that being said, my loves, if this resonated at all, please leave me a comment below. Until next time, sending you so much love. Take care. Bye. Hey, pile number 4, let's go ahead and tap into your Virgo season reading. So you guys got the red wine charm, okay? Super cute. So some of y'all could be enjoying you some wine, some Cabernet, some Merlot, whatever it is you like to drink over there. Your red blends, okay? So I don't know, somebody could be doing some wine tasting, or like they really just enjoy some red wine. But I'm also getting that metaphor of aging like fine wine. So somebody could be celebrating a birthday that chose pile number 4. Happy birthday to you. But yes, baby, you are aging gracefully. You look good. My bad, y'all. I'm over here playing with my hair. But there could be something about your hair. I don't know. Maybe you did something new to your hair, especially during Leo season. I know this is a Virgo season reading, but Leo, you know, it's all about the mane. So you might have did something with your hair that's got you looking real nice, okay? I'm also getting red wine as in the color. So that could be like a I heard lip stain, but like lipstick, nail color. That could be something within your wardrobe that you're incorporating into your color palette there. All right. So as far as your archetype oracle, you do have the vow. So this is like a pact that's being made, a contract of some sort that some of you are going to be committing to. There's a little diamond here. So for some of you, you could be exchanging vows. Maybe you're getting married. Congratulations. You might be working on your vows here during this time. This is beautiful. This seems to be a really positive time. I'm just drawn to the warm colors of the yellows, the oranges here, suggesting optimism, joy, sensuality. So consummate. Some of you are consummating your marriage. Y'all sipping on some wine or something like that, okay? Somebody could be popping the question. They might be like taking you out to a restaurant. You or them ordering some red wine. Maybe they need a bit of liquid courage. But yeah, somebody's definitely wanting to take things to that next level. Now, if it's not a love thing, as I mentioned, this can be a contract, a business partnership of some sort that is coming into formation. So let's read from the vow. This is also associated with the promise, the oath, the contract. When the vow is spoken, the air shifts, karmic ties are formed, and destiny tilts on its axis. Our words and intentions have immense power. There is a reason that great mythic stories of our past often include the recitation of oaths and the mixing of drops of blood as a mark of union. Ooh, that looks like the color of blood, okay? So look, y'all doing a little blood magic? Now look, I know y'all ain't drinking no blood over there now. If it's some damn grape juice symbolic of the blood, that's different, but let me find out, weirdos. And some of y'all some vampires or something. But there is a reason that great mythic stories of our past often include the recitation of oaths and the mixing of drops of blood as a mark of union. The tricky part is that reciting the vow, no matter how casually, activates the eternal and unseen forces of the world. The ancestors bear witness. The laws of nature respond. These promises cannot be unsaid or forgotten, so breaking them can leave lingering complexities and loose ends. This card calls us to acknowledge the vow we are living by, consciously or unconsciously, and either recommit to it or create a ritual that signifies its closure. You've been underestimating the power of your promises. Ooh, so some of y'all, look, y'all might need to break some sort of vow, while others of you are going to be starting some sort of new vow. And once, as it mentioned, it can be really casual that we're mentioning these things like, I promise I'm gonna do this, or, and I'm not saying you're a breaker of your promises, but if your contract, your relationship is kind of up with someone, you can't, most of us think like, oh, you can just part ways and it's all good. No, like you made that person a promise. Now, I'm not saying you have to follow through on say a promise anymore because y'all aren't together anymore, but you do have to actually like break that contract. So as it mentions, that doesn't necessarily have to mean like you go tell them, so I made this promise to you and now I revoke said promise. Like, no, for some of you, it's you literally claiming this in your life, you proclaiming this out loud, that I revoke this promise, this contract, this vow between I inserts name and inserts other person's name. It's like you gotta, just like you put it out there in the ethers when you made this promise or this commitment to them, it's like you gotta also put it out there like, okay, we're done here. Our contract is complete. All right. Sometimes you can literally write this out. This is a fun activity to just like write it out on a piece of paper, whatever the agreement was between you and this person, whether the agreement was a business thing, I'm going to provide you this service, for this amount of money, or whether it's more of a personal relationship, I vow to be your friend, to support you through thick and thin, whoop-de-woo, but it turns out somebody might have snaked your ass, but you still made this vow, this promise to them, but you got to revoke this shit now. Right? So you might want to like, this contract between me and such in which I vowed to do XYZ is now revoked, null and void on today, insert date. And then make sure to sign that shit with your signature too. And then when you're done, rip it up. Okay, rip it up. I like ripping things up. Rip it up, put it in the toilet, flush it, put it in the trash. You can burn it, whatever. I like using fire because it's very quick in its ability to transmute energies. So yeah, you might want to rip it up and burn it. Okay, but whether you are entering into new vows, whether you are revoking vows, this is the name of the game, right? So when this energy is in the light, when you're operating in the light, the vow is bearing witness to the shift towards destiny, okay? And that's maybe what the vow is all about. You have to ask yourself, am I committed to living out my highest destiny and helping this other person live out theirs? If that is not what you're trying to do, that might not be a commitment you should be in. And I'm getting that it has to serve the both of you. It can't just be a commitment where this person is going to serve me in, fulfilling my destiny, but I'm not going to help them. No, this has to be reciprocated. Whether it's a lover, whether it's a friend, whether it's a business partner. When this energy is operating in shadow, it is represented. Be quiet, please. Like, the attention is not on you right now. You need to go sit down. I see you. We're going to go later. My dog, he's doing the most. Go sit down. So when this energy is operating in the dark, the vow represents unconscious vows, unkept promises, and messy karma. That's what I'm saying. Them unkept promises. Ooh, okay. Some of y'all, there could be someone that you're connected to. You guys are no longer connected, but you have an energetic cord because this person is actually still thinking of the promises that you made to them that you did not fulfill. Some of you, like I said, you will need to fulfill the promise. For others of you, you just need to revoke the vow, okay? You didn't revoke the vow when you left this relationship, because most people don't consider the energetic work that is needed to support relationship transitions, okay? Most people just think, oh, I just won't talk to him anymore, and that's enough. Like, yeah, that's not quite how that works, but okay. You get in your spiritual bag, baby. That's not how it works. It's not that simple, okay? Sometimes it is, but most of the time, not so much. All right, so let's see here. Anytime the energy of the vow is present, we are in the archetypal realm of ceremony and ritual. That means time stands still and anything is possible. Number 3, they had the energy of like ritual, ceremony come through. So there could be some connections to that pile for you. And also something to think about here. Think of the last promise you made. Was it to yourself or another? Has it been upheld or broken? Ooh, those promises to ourselves as well. Those be the ones that we tend to break the most, right? So you might have to course correct, apologize to yourself for not following through in ways that you said you would. I heard for some of you, this is about backtracking in relationships. You swore up and down you never was going to deal with that person again. Whoopty-woo, but here you go again. Right back into the karmic wheel. You swore you was never, ever going to go back to that job. They drained you dry, didn't treat you worth a damn, didn't pay you worth a damn either. But there you go, going back into it. I don't know, I just heard back into the fray. I'm like, I don't know why you would want to go back in there, but shit, good luck to you. Let's see, what else is, what is pile number 4 healing here this Virgo season? What is pile 4 healing here this Virgo season? Maybe healing your relationship with yourself, building more trust that you have the ability to follow through on your promises. We have barriers, okay? So you're healing some sort of barriers. Maybe when it comes to you and others, maybe I'm getting commitment phobic. Some of you might be commitment phobes. You associate vows and promises with restrictions, with like being imprisoned or something like that. Once again, the right vows are going to take you to your destiny. What's more freeing than that? What's more liberating than that? Fulfilling your destiny. If the connections you've been involved with haven't been taking you there, that's your problem. That's your choice that you've been making. You get to choose who you make vows with, whether you're married or not. And that's what a lot of people think, like, well, I ain't married, I ain't made no vow. Yeah, you making vows all the motherfucking time. I vow, especially, even just in a serious commitment, you're making vows to be loyal to this person, to love this person, to, all the things. We have ruminate coming through. Yeah, you stuck on the past. Yeah, y'all are stuck like in a karmic thing. You have got to do some energy work around this. Yeah. At this point, it's getting into the messy karma is what it seems. To where it might be causing you a lot of mental anxiety, overwhelm, sleepless nights. Your appetite might be fucked up too. I'm getting vibration. Okay, so something about your vibration being very sensitive. Also, once again, the vows that you make, you get to choose. Are they on your vibration or not? Some of y'all have been making you've been making vows with people that are not on your vibration and wondering why your energy is so low all the time. You are tethered to somebody that is on a lower frequency than you. That's why you ain't got no energy. That's why you have no focus. That's why you don't have follow through. Ooh, Hello. Okay, so yeah, some of y'all, y'all need to do some cord cutting, some sort of clearing. See about me. Hit me up. Holla at me. You might need you a little spiritual bath, something. I'm gonna start putting my email address in the description. Y'all can hit me up. Just if this resonates with you, just holla at me. Yeah, Danny. So I pulled pile number 4. Like, what do I need to do? This is my situation. And I'll give you some advice. I'll let you know if it's like something I can help you with, or maybe refer you to somebody. But you guys do need to get into this work of cleaning up your vibration too. Yeah, if you're experiencing blockages in your life, in your finances, in your business, in whatever area of your life, it's because of unkept promises. It's because of contracts that are still open and unfulfilled, contracts that need to be revoked. Let's see what your chakra guidance is. Okay, we have your solar plexus, self-mastery. I love this. This is about mastering, all of your chakras, being in full alignment here. Mastery of self, mastery of your own vibration. This is the lesson that you're meant to learn through what right now feels like a barrier. It feels like some stuck, stagnant type of energy. You're being initiated into energy work through this experience. So I get, for those of you that chose pile number 4, you might not be like super into spirituality, or maybe you're newer to it. So there's a lot that you're learning. You are being initiated into this self-mastery here, learning how to clean up your vibration, learning how to, cut cords energetically, learning how to call back your energy, learning how to complete these karmic contracts effectively. We also have spiritual awakening. Yeah, I didn't even notice that, but I was saying some of you are newer to spirituality, going through this awakening, having these realizations that also the more mental energy that you exert towards a situation, especially of the past, the more energy you give that, the more that situation is still alive, like within your auric field. You need it to die, essentially. So you have to stop giving it energy. You have to stop ruminating. You have to, in some cases, find healthy distractions for yourself. But like I said, for some of you also just need to do some energy work. That will help too. Definitely hit me up about a spiritual bath. As I said that, remembered a review I got from a client who used one of my spiritual baths, and she was going through a breakup, and she mentioned like, wow, I feel like just more calm, more detached, and I'm just like, okay, that's good to hear. So yes, definitely hit me up for that. But your crown chakra, solar plexus, those are the chakras that are getting your attention here, needing it this Virgo season. Yeah, because you're experiencing these crown chakra awakenings, your mental activity is going to be increased. So meditating, journaling, reading, things that kind of like relax your mind are going to be really good for you. There could be something significant about the full moon in Pisces, full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. We've got a full moon here and a full moon here. Okay. You could be experiencing that spiritual awakening around that full moon. Pisces is a very psychic zodiac sign. Your energy is becoming more sensitive to who and what you can connect with through this spiritual awakening. Okay, y'all got a few crystals, so whatever you feel connected to, you might want to work with. So we have Brandenburg Amethyst. Literally, I've never heard of this. I know that is going to help you with your spiritual awakening, your crown chakra. We have Anandalite. That might help with that chakra too. Tiger's Eye is definitely going to help with your solar plexus. And then Selenite is going to help with your crown chakra as well. I'm hearing the eye of the tiger. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. So yes, very much. This is Leo energy. So Leo season has charged you up. Okay, at least hopefully it has, and is getting you ready to enter into this new paradigm. From this space where you are charged up, you are going to start attracting. It's not that you're going to stop attracting people that are in different vibrational frequencies than you. Okay, lower vibration. You're still going to attract those people, but you're also going to start attracting people that are in higher vibrations too. All right. Let's see here. So selenite is for empowerment. I'm not going to read the description for all of these. I'll just read like the main part. So tiger's eye symbolizes prosperity and encourages right use of power. It balances your needs with those of others, finding solutions. Okay, so you also have selenite representing divine light. In the ancient world, selenite protected against wanderings of the mind. That's that rumination. It invokes mental clarity and divine inspiration. Y'all definitely need to use this, okay? I'm glad I read that because y'all needed to hear that. Some of y'all are overthinkers. I've been picking up on heavy air sign energy in these readings, but probably because Virgo is ruled by Mercury, so very cerebral. All right, Anandalite represents cosmic consciousness. It gently facilitates integration and releases emotional blockages standing in the way of spiritual awakening, which you have on the table. It reminds us that consciousness is omniscient and omnipresent, seeing all, knowing all. Immerse yourself in the mystical interconnectedness that is cosmic consciousness. I love that. Very powerful. And then last but not least, we have Brandenburg Amethyst. Okay, Brandenburg. The perfect blueprint. A master healer, the Brandenburg Amethyst holds the perfect blueprint of your soul and all that is. It heals physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, karmic, planetary, and ancestral auric layers and imprints the most perfect energetic pattern possible. Ooh, I like that. Shoot, I might have to give me some of that. Okay, so go ahead, imprint that most perfect energetic pattern, because that's the pattern that's going to have you with the people making the right vows, the people that are going to help you fulfill your destiny. Okay, so that's what this is all about, y'all. Relationships that have come to pass, let them. Not a part of your destiny. Let's see what your affirmation is for pile number 4. What is your affirmation? Pile number 4. Yeah, I'm definitely getting you dealt with maybe some like energy vampires. I'm noticing the bat on this card, which definitely makes me think of vampires. So you're awakening to how your vibration attracts all kinds of people, all kinds of frequencies. We have, I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. So that's that spiritual awakening that's wanting to come through. So some of y'all definitely working with the crystals can facilitate in your spiritual awakening as well. Maybe listening to like some crown chakra music, doing a meditation or something could, you know, help get you activated. But I do feel like the full moon itself, Lucky, chill out. I do feel like the full moon itself is going to be very activating for you. It's interesting, since I started recording pile number 4, the dogs, they've been doing a lot. They've been really restless. So I'm wondering if you guys in that chose this pile have been feeling more like restless, which that rumination, it can suggest. You're like going, going, going. All right, so you might need to slow it on down a little bit. Virgo season invites you to get into your body. It's an earth sign associated with the physical. All right, so reconnecting with your body, reconnecting with exercise, movement. This is also very necessary in easing the spiritual awakening, which sometimes can have effects on your physical body. You might be experiencing like headaches, sinus pressure, I'm getting an ear infection. I'm even getting some, something with your teeth. Four of Cups, okay? You've got something coming in, you don't know it. You're kind of in a womp energy. You've got to shift out of this. Yeah, some of you are so stuck in the past that you don't see what the present wants to bring in, which is literally a present. You think you've had like the best relationships, maybe. It is some cup stuff, so this can be about emotional connections, intimacy. Some of you could have had maybe like 3 significant relationships, and you're kind of ruminating on how none of them worked out because they weren't supposed to. It's supposed to be the 4th relationship. That's the real deal. And like I said, that's the person that comes in after you've stopped all this ruminating, because don't nobody want to be with somebody that's still focused on the past. Sorry, like they just don't. So you need to work that out. But yeah, like the 4th cup is coming from the person that you're going to attract after you've cleaned your energy up, after you've refined your vibration here, after you've done some cord cutting, after you've done some introspecting with this hangman, after you've done some releasing, surrender. This is relinquishing control over outcomes that you thought should have happened. Some of you are definitely healing with this 9 of Wands. You've got a little PTSD from past relationships, things that didn't work out. This could also be childhood traumas that you're needing to address and release as well. We have a King of Wands. I don't know if you're a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you could be connected to a fire sign. But this does show that you're bigger than your struggles, your challenges, the oppositions that you face in life. There is a lion like inside of you. There's something about you getting back out there, you know, getting your mojo back here as well, because there is a part of you with the 4 of Cups that's been feeling a bit apathetic, feeling kind of blah, like, oh, I'm just going through the motions of life. Like, where's the magic? Where's the fire? Lucky, please. Like, I'm sorry, I get really distracted when there's too much sounds and stuff going on during the readings. But yeah, there's something about you getting your fire back here with this King of Wands. Something about you overcoming some sort of opposition with the 5 of Swords. You do end up beating whatever this is, okay? Maybe, I don't know, for some of you it could be beating whoever this is. Maybe this was a King of Wands that has caused some sort of trauma in your life, And maybe you've had to block out this person, but block out thoughts of this person. You could be missing them. 5 of Cups, ruminating once again. Feeling like, oh, that's the best that I would ever have type of situation. I'm like, come on, that's the best you think you could do? This is just the king. It's not the emperor. No offense to the King of Wands. I mean, he's cool too, but he's not the emperor. So some of you, yeah, like you're wanting your match, the person you're going to have the vows with. Well, maybe when you stop thinking that you've already experienced the best you've ever had, the best that you can have or will have will actually come in. Chariot, for some of you, might be a Cancer. Okay, you could be moving towards here. But this is also moving on, moving forward victoriously, not being held back by the past. This is not someone who's looking in the rearview mirror at where they came from. They're looking forward to the future, looking forward to the possibilities, looking forward to, you know, collaborating, connecting, you know, getting into new vows, new contracts, new commitments here that are actually more, just more in alignment. Okay, I see even these the gold and the silver here. I don't know, that could be a thing with you and this person. Like you might like to wear gold, they might like silver, or vice versa. It could be something like that, because it's interesting. It's someone coming through with a gold cup. So you might wear silver a lot. The person you're connecting with, they could be they wear like gold. Very interesting. But when you guys collaborate, it's even almost like gold and silver, like, which are very valuable, right? Blending together here. So this is where you're meant to be moving towards. Just kind of trust this direction that you're going in. Some of you literally could be moving. Maybe you've had to move away from this person that they weren't making you happy. Okay, you were settling with someone previously. Maybe once again, you thought it was the best you could do, but you can do better, is definitely what I'm seeing here. So some of you might have relocated to kind of create some space and some distance to help you in your healing process, but you are going to come out of it feeling victorious. I'm hearing feeling available too. There's a level of you being closed off here in the 4 of Cups, but it's because you're healing. You're processing some things, you know, releasing. You're doing a lot of work there. But once you come out of it, like, it's game on, baby. Okay? So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up this message here. If this resonated at all, please leave me a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, pile number 4, I'm sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.